guys, welcome back. Bodie 101 here, and I've been waiting for this one for a while. I picked up a set, and I'm going to take a moment to thank all of the Patreons, because the Patreons are basically who got this. The Patreon money I've been saving up to be able to get this, making little payments on it as I could, and now I have it with me. Today we're going to be building, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, but still I'm excited. We are building the Lego Botanical Garden. This is a big set. Now, technically not part of the modular buildings like a lot of the other ones we made, like the detective's office and boutique hotel and Assembly Square. It's not technically part of that line, but it pretty much fits in there. It is, let's see, 3,792 pieces. It goes across 2 full base plates. Of course, we're going to build ours on a Mills plate. And it looks amazing. I'm very excited. The pieces are totally in this box. I have not taken them out. I have not already built it. They're in here. Listen. Legos. Anyways, so we're going to get to the build. We haven't had a speed build this long in a long time. So if you're a fan of it, here we go. But then we're going to go through and show you what I'm assuming, because obviously it's in the box, a beautiful, amazing set. I guess. We'll see. Let's get to the build. long speed build. Just to give you kind of a context of how long this took, for every minute you watched was an hour of actual build time. That's not counting getting the parts in those little cups and getting it all set up and everything else. So, but I haven't built anything this big in a while, but it is well worth it. First, let's look at the book. The build's so big that they had to put the book across the front and the back. I mean, they couldn't fit it on the front. This is, if I was someone who's ever read a book, I would assume that this is a pretty thick book. I have bad eyes, so if I read a normal book, it would have to be this big because the font would have to be that big. But anyways, let's take a look. Now, a little disclaimer before we get very far into the detail. This wall I added. It's the only modification I did. These flower beds, I moved back one stud so that I could put up this wall. And as you can see, I have it go all the way around. I did have to take out one of the stone pieces here. I moved these leaves back a little bit. I moved these flowers up a block. Didn't adjust anything here. And I did have to move these flower beds back as well. But the way this set sits, I just felt that it needed something to kind of show where it was contained. So let's look at the front first. First of all, this comes with a ton of minifigs. We've got a worker here using a leaf blower. We have a visually impaired person apparently trying to convince their dog of something. We have a worker here out kind of clipping the flowers, and somebody just kind of going through and checking them out. Maybe they work there. As you can see, there are these new flower elements. They have them here in red, here in purple. There's these new like kind of tulip or unopened flower elements here. I've never seen those before. Some of these flowers I have. These pieces here, I don't know if they're like, I think these might be green banana peels from maybe a Mario set, it looks like. So those are there. You can see we got a fountain with a bird on it there. I like the symmetry of the front where it's all the same plants along this side, but then it does change on the sides and in the back there. We've got a really cool, like dark orange tree here, and it's got a really cool build on how all that was. You know, a lot of just nice detail on how ornamental everything is. We got another bird up here. We've got a bunny who I think has been chewing on one of these things. This is the only stem that doesn't have any flowers on it. But you can see we have different flowers there. There's even like little, sorry about that, Jim. There's even little lights here you can see that probably, you know, would be illuminated at night. Knock over so many minifigs. Back here, I really like how they made this hose element with the water coming out. You've got a squirrel inside of the trash can, and he's popped up so you can see him. There's a light back here. This part of the inside of the build, which we'll get to, is a cafe, but there's a little seating area out here with a cupcake. So, of course, Heather likes that. We've got a really nice red bird that I haven't seen before there. There's those flower elements again. Now, you can see that the flowers are kind of over the walking path a little bit, and that's because I had to move them back that one stud. I kind of like that the flowers and everything are a lot closer to the walking path. I think that's actually pretty cool. So, we'll start on this side. So, the roof comes off. So, it is modular, even though it isn't part of the modular line. And a really cool thing they did with this to get in, this wall comes out real easy. So, you can see in here, we've got a cafe. They've got an espresso machine back there. Of course, it's a cafe inside of a botanical garden. So they've got plants hanging off up here. It's got a register. And there's actually stairs going into the botanical garden down there. And I have to, sorry, I hit the camera. That was me. I have to admit, this is the most barista minifig I have ever seen. Like, encapsulating a barista. And they have a little area in there, so that's pretty cool. So then the wall can just go right back on, and the roof can go on. If you look here, there's some lights up top. And I like how they're using the gems as lights. You see it out here, you see it in there. But there's also a bird nesting on top of one of those lights, which kind of seems pretty cool. Over on this side, we actually do the same thing, but this time the wall is removable on the back of it. And you can see this is the succulents room. And being someone from Arizona, I really kind of enjoyed this with all of the different barrel cactus and other cacti they have. Now, if you'll notice, and you'll see these all through the build, there's these little signs that are like telling you information about the plants that are in there, which is pretty cool. I thought, and they're all throughout as well. All right, let's put that wall back in and put the roof back in. All right, now let's get to the main room. You can see that the roof comes off here. By the way, all of the minifigs in here come with a set. The only altercation I've done to any of the pieces that didn't come in the box is this wall that goes around it. That is it. So, kind of neat. You can see there's a little bit of a skylight here above the entrance area. If we actually I did that twice. I knocked them both off. We'll look at that in a minute. You shush. All right, so you can see there's these big trees that are in here. Well, the nice thing is to be able to get around, they come out. So you can see this. I like how they use the Technic gears to give it that texture. I've never seen these leaf elements before, so that's pretty cool. We've got this one here as well. It's a pretty cool build with some Technic pieces, and I haven't seen that color. Usually these are a much, darker green. But those come out so that you can fully look inside here. I do not know where those pieces went. I found one. We'll find the other one later. All right. So, as you can see, there's... Now this, because it is not technically a modular building, there were stickers. There was only, I think, 4 stickers. One says Arid Garden, which goes into where the succulents are. There's this one on this side that says Cafe. We're obviously going to the cafe. And then it was just the 2 registers. The one, we'll see in a minute. The one in here and the one in here. I think those were the only 4 stickers that I can remember. All of the little ones talking about the plants, even though they are identical, they are printed pieces. So you can see they used a lot of really cool elements. The pink ones here are actually roller skates. These leafy elements they have all over the place. I haven't had any of those. This is made with the military red shoulder pads. We've got some mushrooms here, plants in the corner. These are upside down light green brooms. And then if we turn around, you can actually see that there's a little bit of bamboo here, which is cool. They actually have vines climbing the walls. This is where that register is. And then even the little details. If you can, I don't know if you can get back here, hon. Back there, those are headphones that when people come in, and I think, where's the minifig? One of the minifigs is actually wearing them. But they're, I think that's the one in here. You can see they actually have the headphones around their neck. So that way they, you can be going through and having kind of an audio tour, depending on where you are, which is pretty realistic. I've been to Biosphere 2. You've all been to Biosphere 1, it's Earth. But Biosphere 2, and they have headphones you wear. So, but anyways, you can see other different plants here using some cherry elements. Just all kinds of really interesting things. I will say that the Friends Botanical Garden, I wish they would have used some of the elements from that in here, but, But as you can see, we have 4 minifigs in here. We've got a gentleman up here. So that's 5. Barista is 6. Arid is 7. And then we have 8, 9, 10, 11. And this jaunty fella back here, 12. So if you're a fan of City minifigures, they've got a ton. There's even these clover pieces that I haven't seen before. But I definitely have to say, this is honestly probably one of the prettiest most interesting builds I've done in Oliver City. And I love how these trees literally just slide right back in where they go. The roof is awesome. I really like the detail they did across here with the rounded parts and the hearts. It is very, very sturdy because they have pieces on the inside and the outside. I don't know if I've had any of these corner pieces or these glass ones. I may have some of these in the old grocery store, but I don't remember if they're exactly the same. But yeah, this goes great. Sometimes this tree can be a little tricky, but other than that, other than the doorknobs just flying off, this is a spectacular set. It is a little pricey. It is $330 in the U.S. But for the piece count, the size of it, the intricacy of it, and to be honest with you, I mean, there are builds that I thought were really big in the city, like Assembly Square is a base plate and a half. The museum that came out last year is a base plate and a half. So this being two base plates, and still they packed everything in. Like there is no dead spots in any of this. There's so much stuff, literally from side all the way to side. Now, unfortunately, because it's not a modular, it doesn't have the little Technic pieces that you can put the Technic pins in to connect it. But I figured if you end up getting the set and make the wall, you could actually match up the Technic pieces in the wall and then put the pins in to adjust it. So I am going to wait until we'll probably have a update video coming very soon, and that's where I'm going to kind of show this and the Lego store and the sweet shop that we did recently in the city. My city now, I can't really just kind of pop things into it on camera, mostly because of the stuff I'm going to knock down and the profanity that's going to come from that. And I want all of you to be able to watch this. And as you know, my wife would not stand for me saying a dirty word. So anyways, this is the Botanical Garden. This is something I've been impatiently waiting for, as my wife can attest to. But I'm so glad it's here. I think it's beautiful. I think it's an amazing build. And there's even been builds that don't seem very sturdy. This one seems very, very sturdy. So, and to be honest with you, there's going to be a lot of nerdy fellow nerds out there that are not going to believe this. I had a choice between getting this and the X-Men Mansion. And I think this one might be cooler. I still want the X-Men Mansion, but this is still pretty cool. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to try and find that other doorknob because that guy he got moving. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. And yeah, it's awesome. And a big thank you to all the Patreons. Those people right there. Well, those are Legos. That's their names. There and on top of that, that party bus. Maybe we'll move the party bus down near the Botanical Garden so that they can all see it better. But thank you to you guys. It's not, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars every month, but it's enough that I save up that I can get this and still keep the lights on, eat food and stuff. Because I like doing that stuff too. But yeah, if you want to become a Patreon, go check out the Patreon link down below. Would love to have you. If you want to get anything and send it to the P.O. box, Excellence Mansion, I'm just saying, but I'm not saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. My P.O. box information is down below. And don't buy the Excellence Mansion. It's $330. I'm joking. Or if you have any Legos around the house, you can always use them. That's super duper awesome. And I have an Amazon wish list, which doesn't have a lot of current stuff on it. I think Lego's kind of keeping stuff on their website now, so we'll see if that stays true. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. If you've gotten this set, let me know. If you've done any cool modifications or done anything, if you've built this set, let me know what you think about the wall. I haven't put it in my city yet, but I think it's going to make it work a lot better. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!